amazing skincare line that is completely natural and anti-aging. That may sound like an oxymoron, but it really isn't. So Tata, tell me what drove you to create this line?
You know, I am Latin, so, you know, as being Latin, I grew up with beauty as being a huge priority in my life. And the beauty products for me, you know, I started using them since I've been 12 years old, let me admit. And about in 2002, my stepdad got diagnosed with cancer, which was a huge issue in the family. And I was the person appointed to really go with him to the clinic and do all the, you know, basically accompany him through the process of getting better. And to my huge surprise, when we get to the Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville, Florida, lifestyle was a huge emphasis for him to get better, for his recuperation. So we thought that it had all to do with like operations and, you know, chemotherapy, when it was really doctors teaching him how to eat, what products to avoid, what supplements to take. So I even had to bring the products that he used every day, twice a day, to be evaluated, and everything that had toxic chemicals were removed from his daily use. So after you hear doctors talking about these things and looking for replacement, it became a huge priority for me. And that's how it really started. And I started changing my shampoos, my makeup, my deodorant, looking for things for him to change. I was also looking for things for me, for my mom, for my sisters, until I got to, how am I going to replace my anti-aging beauty products? And I was like stuck. And I remember coming to department stores like Neiman's, where we're at right now, and really not finding the 100% natural version of what I was using, which I thought that I would, because I had no idea that it wouldn't exist. To realize that a lot of what's in the market are these mixtures of botanicals and synthetics, you know, and they use botanicals to drive a lot of the technology within the products, like a lot of roots and petals and extracts, or whether it's fruits or vegetables, melons. I mean, there's so many different ingredients. But then to realize that everything that had to do with the functionality of the product, meaning the emulsifiers, the preservatives, the stabilizers, and all those ingredients that have nothing to do with your skin, they were using the really cheap industrial chemicals, you know, like cheaping out the formulas by using them. So that's when I set out to formulate this line, realizing that nothing really existed for a woman like me, that I embraced this movement of being natural that really has to do with feeling better, being more healthy, you know, having more energy, so that we can all live long, healthy lives. Because a lot of people think that going natural has, you know, it's a decision that you make solely dependent on the environment, you know, because you're an environmentalist, or because you're a hippie, or you know, like there's a lot of stigma associated with the natural lifestyle. When I tell people that it's not at all like that, it actually has to do with you and being a better self, right? Being just more healthy. Exactly, it's more healthy. It's definitely the future, and it's definitely the way that a lot of the world is heading towards right now. It's finding the products that we're used to using, but just their healthier versions, you know?
Without all the synthetic additives, which is really...
Yes, without all the synthetic toxic chemicals. And when I say toxic chemicals, there are also natural chemicals that are toxic, so we avoid them, obviously. But, you know, this line took like almost 5 years to make with 8 different chemists, so that we could really achieve the results with the purity, you know, without compromising health and purity. So that is the mission of the company, and that's what we've been, you know, what we've been doing. And the great thing is that the results speak for themselves. So women actually see the results. They look at the mirror and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe that my skin looks so healthy. But the reality is that because they're putting so many high quality ingredients, it's like they're actually seeing amazing results in the skin, which is great for me, because I do like a little mini quick facial, like when I go to the stores or I meet customers, and to see them walk out looking so beautiful, and also realizing that they sometimes don't need so much makeup, and that actually their skin is becoming healthier. It's such a great thing.
what's very empowering now, the fact that Nina's is carrying it is really huge because I've not seen anything like this in my life.
No. And this is great that they actually went in this direction. We are their only natural line here, and and it's just it just goes to show you how flexible Venus is in terms of their the way that they do things, because they realize that they have the clientele coming, but they're not buying their other lines because they are not necessarily they don't necessarily qualify with all the things that they're looking for. So our line has become extremely popular in the stores, and it's been an amazing partnership.
Really, the fact that they're embracing it so open-heartedly and just willingly just bring it on, that's something that we filter through to not just other lines, because it will help them as well, but also to the customers who come in and realize that this line is, for the number of SKUs you have, you don't have a huge amount of SKUs.
No, we don't, because the line is very multi-functional. So the line does many different things. Like, the products are meant to affect many layers of the skin. Like, they don't necessarily, revolve around one active ingredient like a lot of the lines do, that it's all about this one thing, right? The line is actually, like our serum, which is our most popular product, has 29 actives. So it's a cocktail of 29 ingredients that is just giving you amazing results in the skin, because it's not about just one or two things, but a lot of it together. That's why we were able to keep the line so concise, so that it's also less confusing for people, more financially feasible, because you don't need to buy your day thing and your night thing, like the idea is that whatever you get, whatever that regimen that you get in, you follow it day and night.
It makes so much sense.
Exactly.
So, I understand that you grow most of the ingredients yourself up in Vermont?
We don't. We grow right now about 12 ingredients in the farm. And we do a lot of the herbs, portion of the formulation. So we grow like arnica, for inflammation. We grow calendula for soothing the skin, meadowsweet for cellular renewal, chamomile for calming, and those type of herbs. But I would say that we bring the majority from all around the world.
Okay.
Like our hyaluronic acid comes from the Czech Republic, which is one of the most expensive hyaluronic acids in the market. It costs like 10,000 euros a pound. I know. But that hyaluronic acid, it's completely biocompatible. So it'll go to your dermis and it'll help you stimulate your own production of hyaluronic acid. It's not a molecule that stays in the surface and gives you more than anything barrier protection.